Hello everybody, I'm Ryan Kruesi from Kruesi Originals, and today is a special Thanksgiving episode. For starters, I'd just like to say thank you all for making this channel great and keeping up with us and watching all of our jive and wild stuff that we do and allowing us to keep having an awesome time. Thank you so much. That being said, this is a special episode. It's dear to our hearts. It is a special surprise for Smokin' Joe. We love Joe. He's 83 years old. He's wild and still kicking ass at 83, and I hope to God I can still be that cool at 83 myself. He has a Fat Boy that we've been working on. If you've already seen the last video that dropped on Tuesday, today is the day where Joe gets the big surprise that we had made for his motorcycle, and it is a good one. So please watch, stay posted all the way to the end. You will get a special discount code for Black Friday for KruesiOriginals.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it more than you know.
I'm back to work here this morning, hanging out at Kruesi with my beautiful Fat Boy. I'm going to take this stupid license plate off because Ryan's got one of them beautiful lay-down plates that I'm going to put on this thing. Let me just get under here. Had a nice morning. Got my D-backs hat on because tomorrow is the World Series start. And we're going to do what we got to do with them Texas Rangers. Imagine if the Diamondbacks could win the World Series. I mean, we did once, but you know what? There I go. I gotta get my head in here. You know, there's probably 10 times easier ways to do this, but I like the old way. I got nothing but time. I'm retired. Did I hear something about a cup of coffee in it? We have coffee? This has been on there a long time. Look at the dirt underneath there. This way I could clean everything. All right, I'm gonna have my coffee.
It's Christmas. I'm opening Christmas presents. It's one of those days where I don't really want to get off the floor at the shop. But I do want to open these because they're gonna be beautiful. And these are thoroughly packaged. Oh, it's just what I wanted, Mom. It's a chrome wheel to go on my Hot Wheels. That's a Kruesi Originals PFD wheel. I'm going to assemble a tire. I got to assemble these for a homie. That thing is flossy. Looks kind of like a airplane propeller. Like an old school World War II bomber airplane propeller. Imagine that. A little bit of lubricants. So used to putting burner tires on the old stunt pieces all the time. We don't ever run new tires on anything. It's really weird. This is why I never did rolling burnouts for so many years. So I hate changing tires. Flashlight. Putting the wheels on.
I can't take that wheel. No way.
I told you they were a surprise, Joe.
Oh my God, they're beautiful.
Man, they look like propellers too, don't they? They got this World War II bike real nice.
And they got the Kruesi on there.
Oh, they do?
When Ryan told me he had some surprises and he was going to build me a badass Fat Boy, all I really wanted initially was to take the solid wheels, put them back on, put the original seat on, leave the pipe, and really that was it. Then he said, Joe, when he said, I'm going to build you with a badass, you know what? This is the badass Fat Boy I ever. Look at this. Now, I've seen these wheels on some of his motorcycles, and they're absolutely, they're like jewels. They're like jewelry, for Christ's sake.
You got some diamond earrings on your whip now.
Oh my God, oh my, that's beautiful, Ryan. It's absolutely, oh, I can't wait to see the things on now.
I know, it's going to be sick. I got to get it up here and mocked up. I got to make wheels because we're switching it to sealed bearings, getting rid of the Timken bearing shit. And it's going to be a sealed bearing front and rear, so I got to machine some spacers and do some things. But we'll get her mocked up. I'm going to set the shock height. We're going to set this low and real gangster looking too. And she's going to be hard, Joe. It's going to be the hardest gray ghost on the planet.
It is.
And all those lames that were going, yo, you got to leave that stock. You know what you do? You just post a picture of this and go, suck it, nerds.
Hey, I am going to post pictures of this like you. I can take a picture right now of that wheel going on. Mamma mia. And
follow Joe on Instagram, Joe Masali, and Smoking Joe's Garage on YouTube. He has his own YouTube channel. It is quite delightful.
161 on YouTube.
161 followers on YouTube. Almost 1,000 on Instagram, though.
890.
Let's get Joe to 1,000 on Instagram. It's a treat.
It's gorgeous.
It's gonna be sitting low too. We're gonna set that thing up in there a bit, and she's gonna be a low rider. Real nasty. Real nasty.
I really like it.
Joe is real paranoid about this because I think Joe thought I was gonna do some outlandish shit to his motorcycle.
I got a little nervous. Holy shit. Now, this is forever. And when I go someday, you know where this is going? Back to him, number one. But number two, it's going in my motorcycle room.
Hell yeah.
Right there. And then he can come get it.
A long ways to go, Joe.
I hope so, Ryan, because I'm going to enjoy this motorcycle. I'll tell you that. This is what I love right there. Mamma mia. Holy shit. I don't know what to do first. Look, I'm still recording. It's going. I'm taking the floor. Beautiful.
And the spacers almost work. I'm going to have to make spacers for it. That kind of sucks, but that won't be no big deal.
I know it's none of my business, but just out of curiosity, what would a set of those wheels cost?
About $3,600.
That's what I figured. Mamma mia. That's all that is, a big hunk of aluminum. Program it, hit the button, and
this
that'll
comes
cut
out.
that wheel out. It's unbelievable.
It is wild. And set this thing as low as she'll go, Joe,
Yeah,
just
low as
because
she'll go.
you're a little bit height impaired, so.
It's a lot more comfortable lower. Notice I got the blue dot tail lights. That's old school. I couldn't sleep last night because I don't know why. I just kept thinking of this motorcycle all night.
Excited? Excited, a little nervous, huh?
A little nervous, but a little everything, man.
Closing statements with Joe.
Now, I think the rest of the day should be one of those days where Ryan and I do whatever we want to do, go wherever we want to go, have a few drinks, and maybe nice something to eat, and just a F-off day.
Me and Joe, once in a while, when I'm a little burnt out, I go hang out with Joe, and we have off days where we just go out and turn down the town a little bit. It's a good time, definitely a good time. But as far as we're gonna go on this right now, I gotta build spacers, and Jay is machining some stuff for the front wheels still for the rotors, and we're gonna get this dialed. I'm gonna move forward on this project quickly. There's not gonna be like a big lapse in videos. I'll be right back on this tomorrow. And we're back with Smoking Joe, working on the Grey Ghost. Where we left off before is we got the rear wheel in there, basically, that was it. And the lowering kit in the back end. So the back half has been lowered quite a bit. We're kind of setting where we want to right now. Now I need to make wheel spacers, set the new brake rotors up, because we're converting from Timken bearing wheels to sealed bearing wheels, giving them a little bit of an upgrade. That is much better than the old factory shitters that were on there. We're giving them a little fanciness. But none of this shit fits, so I got to make everything. So I'm going to take a bunch of measurements and kind of go from there. Today's going to be a lot of measuring and sitting in front of a lathe and then sampling things up. With any luck, I get this back half buttoned up and finished today.
Now, while he's measuring, I'd really like to polish those wheels. Not that they need it, but just to get a good coat of PROTECTALL on them.
You can get to work on this one.
That's right.
I'm gonna get it set like right exactly where I need it.
Yep.
And you just got to make sure that you don't move it.
I won't move it.
so I can pull me some measurements. You pretty much clean whatever you want to. Joe has the cleanest motorcycle in the entire world. If PROTECTALL is watching, you guys should really sponsor Smokin' Joe, because there's never been a bigger advocate for PROTECTALL in the existence of mankind. I promise you that.
33 years I've been using PROTECTALL. But you know something? Nick, my buddy Nick, when he saw what I did with PROTECTALL, he wrote to them and said, hey, this guy has been using it for years and he swears by it and it does work. He gave him a big long shit, never heard a word. So I guess they don't need any
assholes.
Advertisement.
Clearly they do, because ain't nobody heard of PROTECTALL.
Nobody.
I never heard of this shit. It's been around for over 30 years. And Joe's like, you gotta use PROTECTALL. I'm like, I've used enough silicone spray bullshits out there to last me a lifetime. I'm like, I already got a silicone spray bullshit on the shelf over there. He's like, no, that's not what it is. You got to try it. And he kept pushing me, and took about a year probably to convince me. And then he came over and he sprayed it. It is not silicone spray. It's like some white. It's like just blasting all over the fucking motorcycle.
It's not like the shit.
You could mix it in with a porno if you really needed to. It rubs on real thick, real creamy. You really got to rub it in, and then you let it dry for a second, and you wipe it off with a different dry, clean rag. And everything. That's what we use in our seats, and our seats look phenomenal, and they're not slippery. That's huge for what we do. And this is a total side note. Why the f are we not getting paid by PROTECTALL right now? Come on, PROTECTALL.
Yeah,
do you guys want people to know what PROTECTALL is, or do I got to keep doing this shit for free just so you don't go out of business and I can still use PROTECTALL? You can get on Amazon. I'll put an Amazon Kruesi Originals affiliated link right down there. There you go. Suck it, PROTECTALL. I'm still going to pull some money off you somehow.
Plus, I'll tell you one other thing about PROTECTALL. When I first started using it, the guy said to me, Joe, use it on everything. Well, I was afraid to do that because I didn't know. But it's true. I use it on my seats. I use it on everything. I use it on myself once in a while.
Yeah.
Little PROTECTALL, you can't beat that shit.
If you dip your dick in it, you're safe for 6 months. Condoms, PROTECTALL.
PROTECTALL.
That's all you need. I keep a dipping can by the bed ready to go, and I keep a spray bottle in my garage. I keep my car and my shaft clean as a whistle. PROTECTALL.
God bless it.
God bless them. Gripco Coffee got me fired up. These guys actually hook us up. PROTECTALL. 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 How many times can we push this shit? You know what? Somebody email PROTECTALL, because Joe needs a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Gonna convince the world to PROTECTALL things. All right, I gotta pull this forking thing out of here and hook the rotor up and line that up in the brake caliper, and then start pulling some measurements. Joe, I might just go hand me this or do me that or turn this thing or lift this thing over there. Or
do what you gotta do. No more.
Joe's gonna give you a seat cleaning demonstration with PROTECTALL. I'm invoicing you for this.
All right, watch this.
Swear to God, because everybody's gonna want it. It's on Amazon, big spray bottle. It's expensive. It's like $35 for a bottle.
I just spent $38 for the same one that you got in the car.
It's $38 a bottle. But the last bottle I've had for probably a year, and I use the shit out of it. It takes just like a little blast across the tank right there.
Now
and you can do the whole tank and rub it in all over the place.
Now there's only one problem we got. I can't find the PROTECTALL.
I got you.
Because Ryan hid it. You know why he hides it? Because he says I use too much.
Joe's PROTECTALL this bike 5 times since it's been sitting here.
No, let me show you.
This is not the right bottle. That is just
no. This is
we bought just a big jug of it and poured it in that bottle. So that's not what it looks like.
All right,
what that shit is.
Think of the poor spot for
Do the seat, Joe.
Yeah,
it'll be real.
Let's do the
Okay,
seat.
let me do it before.
Before.
She looks like shit. It's filthy. Been sitting back in the fab room just eating dust.
Shake it. Give it a good shake.
That's right. Before you shoot it on the seat, you got to shake her up real good.
Yeah.
Really get a hand motion going.
What I do, you can put it directly on the seat. I prefer to put it on the rag.
Look at that, how thick that shit is. Seat's not bolted down either. So
Yeah, I know.
Two-hander.
I noticed that. And as long as you put it on and let it dry for a minute, and then wipe it down, it not only looks good, but let me tell you, it protects it. I want to do the tank.
You can do whatever you want to.
Yeah.
I think it needs every inch of that bike
Now,
needs to protect all.
now you see,
75 times over.
Man. See, I'm not crazy about working on a bike like this because look at the bike. But let me do this fender.
No offense, Kyle.
Did you? No offense, buddy. Did you get? All right, now watch this.
Okay.
There you go. A little wipe, cover up all the scratches and shit. This paint has seen better days, but this will give you an idea. It not only shines it, but it really does protect it. Now, if you ran water on it, it just roll off. I don't want to do this bike because I don't like it's ugly. It is ugly. It's all pieces all over. It looks like
but if you get that tank all protectalled up, think about how nice this could be. Show them how much it'll bring this shit back.
All right.
Get it. You got to get a good look at the.
Get a good look at
dash.
the tank.
This bike sat out in a junkyard for probably 10 years, and we're just putting it back together for a stunt bike, which it's rough. It's rough for sure.
Look at the tank, though. It's all smashed in the front.
Yeah, man, it's just good use. You can't hate on it.
All
It got some
right.
dents. Yeah, hit this guy real heavy.
I
That
will.
shit will come out like. Hey, look at that already, Joe. Look at the difference. See now, if you just give it some love instead of encouraging words,
Look at that.
reoccurring words instead of all this negativity. Now, see, look what you're doing to it. It looks
All right, I
beautiful.
take it back.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? All my motorcycles and all my cars have a name. I always give them a name.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to name this bike.
What do you call it? Beautiful?
No, I was thinking more along the lines
Real
of
clean.
shithead. No.
She's a shitter.
Did I get you?
A little bit.
All right. See, it will do all that, though.
But look at that. It looks like a complete. This has been sitting in a junkyard probably since early 2000s. No bullshit. And look at how nice that looks now.
Yeah,
Gotta get the top up here.
I know. I'm going to go around and do the other
I'm
side.
just trying to check your work, Joe. Just
Yeah,
checking you out.
this side's better.
Magic moments with Smokin' Joe. Dick. Ding.
You know,
You've
really,
learned something today.
really, I do.
Protectall. Look at that. It's a whole new motorcycle. It doesn't even look that
Look
bad
at this.
anymore.
Look at this. Let me get another rag.
Let's go. Let's get them emails going to Protectall about sponsoring Smokin' Joe.
No, what we should do
Free
is
cleaner.
they should sponsor Kruesi Originals. You know why? They could send us a gallon every couple of months, and
A lot more
in
than
all our videos, we'll show them.
I'll be cleaning shit with Protectall. It is the best shit out there. If we're gonna
It
get a
is.
cleaner backing us up, which a detailing company approached me at the car show and wants to come in and do some detailing videos with us and give us a bunch of stuff.
Look
but
at this, Ryan.
I'd be like, well, you guys got to be able to keep up with Protectall.
Look at this.
It's a whole new bike. I am going. These are snap gauges. You put them in there, and it sets where it wants to be. Then you just tighten it, and it holds them there, and you bring it out, and you can measure it. This isn't my real last measurement I'm going to take either. 0.56, which means absolutely nothing. Don't really care what the number is. I just want to see if I can find a spacer in my pile of spacers over there that already fits, because that would save me a lot of time. If not, then this is what I got to go make one too. That one's almost it too. Ooh, what are you going to be? That's it. And look at it, it's chrome and pretty. That might work. She's running?
Yeah.
Here, you got to pop this dude.
Yep.
What kind of oil do you run in this thing, Joe?
Believe it or not, I use the Harley synthetic, but before that, I always used Amsoil.
Ooh, those are the two worst oils on the entire planet right there. Harley Davidson 2050, they made that oil too slick. So to remedy that, they put metal additives in the oil, so it has like a metal dust in the oil to thicken up their just shit oil. And it's not good. It's not good oil. That's why you're not supposed to use a magnet on anything inside of a Harley Davidson motor, because their oil is magnetic. Oh, you dirty. Okay, that side looks promising. Now it's time to step back and eyeball some shit. That doesn't look promising at all. Also, anytime you're setting up anything like this that is, you know, not a factory wheel and you're trying to make spacers, you should always check your axle alignment and make sure that it is aligned when you're making spacers, because if it's not, Shit will change. It might only be a tiny bit, but it will change a lot.
All over the place. What'd you do?
Wheels assembled, spacers are set. Joe is gonna have a big hardcore PROTECTALL session on this bad boy. What are you looking for, Joe?
The PROTECTALL. Oh, I got it over there.
I'm gonna take a break, come back, slide this thing on up in there once it's all nice and greasy with PROTECTALL. And the back half will be put together and done, hopefully. And then we can move on to the front. We might be able to get this done today, Joe.
All right.
Well, shit the bed. This thing might be on its wheels.
I never thought in a million years I would have something like this on my fat boy. Look at the rotor. I mean, what can I tell you? Mr. Kruesi, I love you. And I got to tell you this. I have come across a lot of people in my 83 years. I've made a lot of friends, not too many enemies, a few along the way, but I have never come across a bunch of guys since I met these guys. You know, you remember when we went to the shop party at the old,
Yeah.
those guys, the infidels, whatever they were, they welcomed me. I felt like they sat me down. They gave me drinks. I mean, the guys in this motorcycle world, the stunt world, whatever you want to call it, or motorcycle world in general, they're the best people in the world. You meet the best people with motorcycles. I'm telling you that for true. And I know a lot of shit because I'm old. And I know a lot of stuff, and I did a lot of stuff. All right.
You know, you meet the nicest people on a Honda.
Yeah, you
but
do.
You meet the best people on a Harley Davidson.
Yeah, that's right. You're right about that.
Look at how shiny that sumbitch is. I'm gonna be blinding people. It's time. It's time to install the wheel. Pretty sure I got everything dialed. I'm gonna do one more like full install, check everything over, align it, check it, all of that, check the brake alignment, rotor to caliper alignment, make sure everything's dialed, the belt alignment. A lot of shit to check still, but I'm gonna get it in there, and if everything like miraculously checks off on the first try, fork and back half is done. And then all I gotta do is the front, and this thing can be running today. We gotta put some oil in it and do some other weird Evo shit to get it to run, but other than that, we're very close.
It's a treat.
Real treat.
Don't be talking bad about my motorcycle.
Pop her back in there, Joseph. Going down. I think we're going to call it a day on that note. The back half is done, except for the license plate bracket. I need to get one of ours. We're going to get that put on probably in our next session with Joe. The rear wheel is all done. It's final. The rotor's bolted up. Everything's lined up. Everything looks good as long as everything clears when we got Joe sitting on it. But Joe's pretty lightweight, so I think we'll be all right.
I'm 130 pounds of muscle.
135 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal, brother. F&A. Well, thank you guys for watching. We're going to keep moving along on this. This is kind of a once-a-week project for our day off. Joe comes over, and we've been kind of just, you know, building this bike as a surprise. A little bit of a surprise in the beginning.
It's a big surprise. Let me tell you, when he rolled that wheel out and put it under there, I says, what are you doing with that? Because I've seen these wheels on his other motorcycle. He says, these are for you. I said, no way. I'm speechless. I'm in love. And I don't know what I want to do. That's how much I love this thing.
Joe will be polishing them a lot, I'm sure. But if you haven't seen the first video on this, go check that out. It's the Grey Ghost. I don't even know what we're going to call it yet. Don't forget, we're giving away a motorcycle, a custom-built DYNA lowrider. You can watch the videos on that. It is the 100 years build. Between November 1st and November 30th, 2023, for every $100 you pledge to coastxcoast.org, get you a chance to win. That money goes to get PTSD and TBI treatment for combat veterans coming home from shit that we could never understand. So it's a good cause. Go throw some money at them, and you can win a really dope motorcycle.
Yes, you can.
I'm Ryan Kruesi. That's Smoking Joe. Go follow him on Instagram. He's trying to get 1,000 followers. It's hilarious. KruesiOriginals.com.
Peace.
Peace. Hope you guys liked the show. Hope you liked that episode. Hope you like Joe. We love Joe. There's going to be more to come with that bike. We're building a lot more of it, but it is Thanksgiving, so go spend some time with your family. Have a good time, and tomorrow's Black Friday, so...
Discount time.
Is it going to go till Cyber Monday or just Friday?
Cyber Monday. All the way to Cyber Monday. All weekend. Black
All
Friday
weekend.
to Cyber Monday.
Black Friday to Cyber Monday. If you use the special code, this one is dear to my own heart from all the holidays I experienced when I was a kid. So use code DRUNKDAD to get you a monster discount at KruesiOriginals.com. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for letting us do all this rad shit and staying posted. And remember, you can win this bike if you donate $100 to coasttocoast.org between now and November 30th. It's almost time. It's almost over. You're almost out of time. It is the season of giving, so give some money to some veterans that do shit that we could never do. Thank you very much. KruesiOriginals.com. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.